to the hour. And we're very pleased to welcome the Deputy Lord Mayor of Belfast, Councillor Peter McReynolds here, and great support given by the City Hall for these events. So Gideon Kimmersop leads the men, Anne-Marie McGlynn leads the ladies. And he wasn't that far behind it though. He did. He did. Just 36, which is heading 77 or something. So remember this target, Tom and Owen Hughes are aiming the world best for a father and son total. It's 1 hour 20:33, and at half distance Owen went through in 33:36. Tommy was through in the low 36s, so they were certainly under the schedule at that stage, but again traditionally the second half is slightly slower than the first half. Meanwhile they're still streaming through half distance. Stacey Orr, Junior Orr, Eamon Coughlin, Lola Skinner, Shannon McCauley. The time now coming up to 62 minutes. Thank you. Yeah. And the man we're looking for was number 4122, Gideon Kimmersop. Chasing him all the way, 1538, Owen Hughes. So a massive field here today for this 7th Deep RiverRock Belfast City Half Marathon. And obviously we're very, very grateful to Deep RiverRock and all our sponsors. You can see the names of the sponsors on the finish banner. The officials ready, everybody ready. Councillor Peter McReynolds getting ready to welcome there. I think he has some running experience as well. So Gideon Kimmersop, he won in 2016, he won in 2017, he won in 2018. The tape been getting ready.
Turn
So Kennesoap leads. There's Owen Hughes going to get a fast enough time to give Tommy time to get this record for a combined father and son. Time coming up to 65 minutes. The half distance time was 33:13, which would suggest a winning time of 66:67. We're looking along the rails there for signs of the leading cyclist. And we see the lead motorcyclist now, the police motorcyclist coming along the rails. And is it going to be the man doing his four-timer? And we can see him there, yes, from this distance. So Gideon Kimmersop is in the colours of the 101 Club from Enniskillen. The time 66:42. We're watching the tape here. The lead cyclist coming through. Gideon Kimmersop coming for his fourth win in this event. A tremendous race there. Gideon Kimmersop just inside the 67 minute. So winner in 2016, 17, 18, 19. Just completed a hat trick on the water side as well. A brilliant runner. Gideon Kimmersop wins all round. Now we're watching the clock. Will it be Owen Hughes in second place? So the time now over 68. And the hands going here. Hughes comes across. It looks like It looked like 68:30 from here. Getting great pulls on a brilliant run by the North Belfast man, John Black. And Chris Madden. Chris Madden almost up among the leaders there. Great man, former runner-up in the Titanic and Lagan side.
The more I want, the less I become. The less I become. The more I need. The more I need. In my hour of darkness, to lose myself. I feel free to run. Fight or flight from imaginary dangers. Face myself, daring to let go. Fight or flight, chasing shadows. Reflections on the wall. The more I want,
So just across Kyle Doherty.
the less I become. The more I need, and the more I need. In this hour of darkness,
We hear Gareth Lyons is in the coming towards us.
lose myself, feel free to run. The more I want, the less I become.
And Tommy Hughes is near. We're going to be very close to this record.
I face myself, daring to let go. Cause and effect, weighing up my options, watching the lucky coin fall.
And Marie McGlynn on the way.
No, but I need him now and then get the first one.
Gareth Lyons and Tommy Hughes. Tommy Hughes comes across. It's very, very close.
Yeah, Peter, yeah. When you mentioned so much today, people know that I do that me all the time as well.
And our lead lady, Anne-Marie McGlynn. What a brilliant run there.
Not that good, really. I dabble. I've done marathon. I did Dublin. This is my first marathon last year, Dublin, and then after it, that's what I use.
Through there as well, Paddy O'Donnell, but Anne-Marie McGlynn, a terrific run.
Quebec in August, but got banned down, so I've been pretty good. Reykjavik be a tough one, wouldn't it? I picked it because it's in winter. Right. So I was able to do summer training, I was able to run a flat course as well. Fast in May is good. Good for you. That's the goal. What was it? It was a tough.
Michael.
They changed it last year to a little easier.
Stephen Wiley, they're in the Victoria Park.
Is it, what the difficulty
Colours there.
The marathon started in Stormont. The fun run started here.
Colin Gale.
I don't know.
Colin Gale, a great record in the Belfast Marathon.
We had the raise about having car free Belfast, and the organisation that actually goes into doing that is huge. So the year's goal now is to push car free next year. Yeah, it's such a good thing. Oh yeah, they encouraged it, but I'm not going to see it enforce it. Because it was the perfect time to do. Okay, ready to go. Today in this as well, this was the aesthetics.
Adrian McGurn. Vincent McAllister. And that an absolute tremendous run by Anne-Marie McGlynn. Anne-Marie McGlynn, who retained her Waterside title earlier this season. Kent Swan, another North Belfast man, Then it's Aidan O'Hagan in the Acorns colours. Jack Bradshaw.
No, apparently the RiverRock woman hasn't turned up. Okay. Yeah.
Laura McNally. Andrew Neal, Gary Moore of Willowfield, Matt Edmonds from St Leonard's on Sea, Brendan Guiney.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's do the podium presentations in the male race, the Deep RiverRock Belfast City Marathon 2019. So the check to our winners will be presented to the athletes. John Allen from Athletics Northern Ireland, the sash presentation by the Deputy Lord Mayor, Peter McReynolds, and each of our winners will also receive champagne.
I know, I'm so glad of it. That's why I put that man on rap. All right, let me go over there. Okay.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's do the presentation for the winners, the Deep RiverRock Belfast City Half Marathon for 2019. Your appreciation, please. In third place, Mr. John Black. John Allen from Athletics NI presenting the check, and Peter McReynolds, Deputy Lord Mayor, with the sash. John Black, our winner. In second place, Owen Hughes. Owen, of course, going for the Guinness World Record together with Father Tommy. So we'll find out very soon if they have beaten the record. And ladies and gentlemen, the Deep RiverRock Belfast City Half Marathon for 2019. Your winner in 2016, 17, 18 and 19, Gideon Kipsang Kemisop. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, John Black, Owen Hughes, and Gideon Kipsang Kimiso.
So as we were talking there, Gladys Scaniel came over the line, our second lady, and also our winner of the wheelchair event was Carol Doherty, the star from Inishowen. So great run by Gladys Scaniel there, who's the Gladys Scaniel, who's the 2014 Commonwealth Marathon representative. Finished now Conor McCulloch, Kieran McHenry, Alan Johnson, Seamus Bradley, Wishu Gabriel Selassie, Oliver Cook, Ronan Tolan, Kenny Holsworth. Well done. Can you give me first female, second or first female?
Third one was Joanne McCandless coming. Joanne McCandless.
McGlynn.
Second Gladys Scaniel. What did you say there again?
Joanne McCandless. Stratford upon Avon.
Is the third woman?
Third one. Yeah.
She's not finished that?
Not finished yet, no.
No.
Sorry, Gladys.
Ganiel, G-A-N-I-E-L.
Daniel, okay. So Anne-Marie McGlynn, Gladys, Daniel.
And the third one. There's the third one. What do you call her, Dan? And Joanne McCandless from Stratford on Avon coming in to be the third lady. And just ahead there of Sarah Lavery.
So Joanne McCandless, Gladys, Daniel, Anne-Marie McGlynn.
Yep.
Who's your
Carol, Karol, Doherty from Inishowen.
He's won 4.
Yes. I suspect he's won the marathon as well. Catherine Horiski over the line. Catherine Horiski, former winner of the Waterside. Gareth Arnott, Paul Bannister, Conor Morgan, Lawrence Johnston. Lawrence Johnston, a man very prominent in the half marathon series. David McAdams. And these runners, they're still running tremendously quickly, just over 121. Chris Moran, Brendan Gildernew, Rory Brooks, David Proctor, Willowfield man there, Proctor coming in there, Stephen Todd, John McGuigan, Neil Johnston. Eddie Cook in the Victoria Park and Conswater colours.
I didn't see him finishing, he must have done okay. Yeah, he must have done.
Philip Jackson,
He must have been about.
Matt McDowell,
Not too bad.
Michael McKenzie, Rick Hill. And the elapsed time just around the 82 minutes. Stephen McGill, Alex Cornett from Cardiff. And we've runners from all over taking part here today. And great to see Gary Wilson, Rodney Agnew, Ricky Jordan, Donal Cassidy, Tony Stanley, Jonathan Loughran, Emmett Deary. And again from all over, with Ballymena, Newtownards, Newry, Belfast, Dungannon, Derry, Newton Abbey, Leeds, Yassine Sahel from Leeds, Eamon Canavan just over the head of that.
You got his name as well. We'll just do him now as well. So you got a Carol.
Do the ladies first.
Do the ladies first and then the women.
Hugh McConnell, Cathal Cassidy, Nathan Beattie. Next it'll be Stuart Wilson and Brian Edgar, the man from Springwell. So a fantastic race here. And Kimmersall, see Sarah Lavery over there, the great run, I think unofficially fourth, just missing out in third, but a tremendous run with a girl that was second in the senior cross country. Cross goes Sean McCallum, Jim Moore, James Loughran, Alan Ladd, Joshua McAtee, Hugh Taggart, Andrew Kennedy, Robert Fairbanks, Francis Tumblety from Downpatrick, and Brendan McElhennon.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's do the presentation for the female winners, the RiverRock Belfast City Half Marathon 2019. Again, the cheque and champagne presented to the athletes by John Allen from Athletics NI and the Deputy Lord Mayor Peter McReynolds with the sash. In third place, Joanne McCandless. Second place, Gladys Gagnon. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Deep RiverRock Belfast City Half Marathon, Anne-Marie McGlynn. Congratulations to all our female athletes. Your appreciation, please. Joanne McCandless, Gladys Daniel, and Anne-Marie McGlynn.
So just across, Keith Purdy, then we'll have James Cavan from Guildford, Gary Devine, Kieran Smith, Eamon O'Reilly, Colin Stevenson, John Hassan, Aisling Murray, Mary Mahoney, Stuart Moe, Pauline McGurran. And the time here around about the 1 hour 26, very shortly we'll have to get our hands together and cheer the runners, make sure that they're going to be under the 1 hour 30. Also Yana Ross, Gareth Grew, Ramanos Stanovikis, Andrew Ferguson, Neil Elliott, Colette McCourt, Peter Bailey, Stephen Montgomery, Andrew Lavery, Daniel Eastrud, Darren Church, Keith Weir, Richard Jemison, Rob Walker, Claire Tonry. Claire Tonry, a girl that's featured among the medals in several of the races this season. Michael McGee, Stephen Smart, Andrew McKinstry, Lorcan Gallagher, Noel McBride, David Somerville.
And if we could just draw your attention again, please, to the podium. First place male, Gideon Kipsang, Kim Assault. First place female, Anne-Marie McGlynn, and the Deep RiverRock Belfast City Half Marathon 2019. Our congratulations to our wheelchair athlete, Carol Doherty.
So coming to finish, Morris Stephen, Adrian Bennett, Fiona McQuillan, Michael Crossan, Barry Mackay, Chris Abbott, Rob Gilchrist, Damien O'Hagan, Stephen Austin, Rand Shaw, Daniel Maxwell, Mark Harvey, Paul Curley. The time's 1:28. These runners still safely inside. Fantastic race we've seen here today. Tremendous performances by our medalists, Gideon Kim Usopp, Owen Hughes, John Black, Anne-Marie McGlynn, Gladys Scannell, Joanne McCandless, Kieran Turner, Aaron Rush, Mark Nee, Alan Johnson, Paula Smith, Barry Keeley, William Palmer, Paddy Connolly, Adrian McChrystal, see Suzanne Higgins over there, former senior cross country champion. So Suzanne Higgins over the line. Ryan Carson from Banbridge finishing. And the times here come safely inside the 1:30. Simon Boyle, Brian Mitchell, Fergus Lynch, Brian Darby, Jim Glenkins. Now we've got to cheer all these athletes up the finish straight. They'll be getting themselves inside the 1 hour 30. It's 29:17, 18, 19. Mom, you're going to break the 1:30. Well done. Get your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, you're going to break 1:30. It's 39, 40, 41. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, cheer them up the street. 44, 45, 46. And there's the pacer. What a fantastic job the pacers do. Within seconds. Come on, you're going to do it. 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. I think that man just made it there, the County Antrim Harrier man. We ask you, please, when you finish, to move along, please. Keep yourself moving. The Helen Lindsay finishing. Catherine Diver finishing there. Star winner there. It's been a minute. Johnny Breen the man that raised a tremendous lot of money for the hospice. So Johnny Bean, Alan French, Chris Lynn, Damien McGuire, Conor Rice, Barry Donnelly. Coming of all these, they've run well. What a tremendous job the Pacers do. Andrew Muir, former mayor of North Down as it was then, he's across. Dennis Terry, Brian Taggart, Stephen Walker, Richard Kerr, Gareth Kelly, Andrew Cross, Dave Sexton, Brian McElduff, Michael Steenson, Gabriel McAvoy, Mark McMahon. Giuseppe Faloni of Newry coming, Alan Irwin. So we've something like 300 finishers, something like 4,500 gone through halfway. And remind the athletes again, please, when you've finished, if you keep moving so there's not a traffic jam, you can get fed and watered. You keep going through, so keep yourselves moving, please.
Just gonna do it at the podium.
Right.
So give me 2 minutes.
So tremendous running as they come through. They've done the 13 mile, and there's Olivia McCulloch, member of the famous McCulloch Racing Dynasty from Greencastle, County Tyrone. Olivia, former champion athlete herself. We've already seen Connor, Oliver's in the field. What time's officially Kenny and So lovely atmosphere here. And remind you, please keep moving. You finish now, a lot of personal bests, a lot of athletes running for charities. Going through April Clark, Adam Roth, Gareth Hoy, Stephen McKenna, Daniel Sophie, Christy Lennon, Derek Ray, Martin Corrigan, Darren Ray, Martin Keenan, Kevin Willis, Stephen O'Kane, John Breen, Christine Nugent, Barry Shanks, Paul McFerrin, Patricia Brown of Newry there. Patricia Brown, tremendous star with the age groups. Maria Morris of Beachmount, Thomas Gardner, David Woods, Ed McQuillan, Patrick McCann, Liam Dean, Aaron Bell.
And if we could just draw your attention for a second, please, again to the podium. You might remember a little earlier this morning, we said there were two people who are setting out on a remarkable challenge. Their names Tommy and Owen Hughes, and they were taking up the Guinness World Record Challenge. John. I was so sorry it didn't work, but a remarkable effort. Thank you very much. Can we give you both a bottle of champagne from the Marathon Office and from the Deputy Lord Mayor, Peter McReynolds. Ladies and gentlemen, Owen and Tommy Hughes.
And Tommy Hughes due to enter the M60 group next year. And watch out for a series of world records for this man. They were very close to that record. They were under it at half time. They'll get it again. But Tommy Hughes, it's going to be world, European, national records next year. And a fantastic performance by Owen, who of course was second overall. Norman Mahoney, the man from Scrab over the line. David Ennis, David Meany. Davy Johnston, 3 Davies in a row. Anne Gribben, Lawrence Murphy, John McManus, Christopher Ballantyne, Gavin O'Hagan. It's amazing how you get the same name 3 times in a row. It's like 3 lottery numbers in a row. I think there were 3 lottery numbers in a row last night. But Alison Smith, Sam Dunlop, Gareth Greer, Raymond Tom, Neil Walker, Robert Purcell, John McFadden, Eugene McCann, Colin Mooney, Colin Donnelly, Sean Tonor, Rushing Rocks of Newry. Newry, a good turnout in the day. Kieran Mallon, Joanne Carson, Michael Harris, Mark Holland, Tiernan Coley, Chris Halliday. Elapsed time just over the 1 hour 37. Patrick Kelly, Beverly Mitchell, Louise Jones, Catherine Martin. The ladies' race today with a tremendous performance. Anne-Marie McGlynn winning it from Gladys Gagnon, Joanne McCandless, Sarah Lavery, Catherine Horiski. Deirdre Hegney of Oma, Trevor McFarlane, Tom Murphy, Leo McSweeney, Peter Campbell, Michael O'Donoghue, Oisin McQuillan, Niall Carson, David Kilpatrick, Conor Mulligan, Gary Kearns, Paul Dane, Hugh Waters, James Doyle, Lawrence Irwin. And all these runners coming in just below 138. And could we ask you please, as the traffic builds up, could you please, as you finish the race, move forward, get away from the finish area, please. Keep it clear. So just keep moving. You'll get your drink. You can get something to eat. But keep moving clear of the finish run. Catherine Sweeney, Jerry McClintock, Brendan Rice, Neil Hamill, Philip Lamont, Andrew McGill, Sean O'Hagan, Brian McDowell, Darren McManus, Paul Murphy, Valerie McDonough, a girl from North Down, Maeve Taylor, Martin Boyle, John Finnemore, Tim Woolstonholme, Cahill Murray, Bronwyn Kritzman, When does Tommy Hughes hit 60, Glenn, do you know?
I don't know, to be honest.
It's early in the year, but I don't know.
I think you're right, yes, it is early in the year.
So Tommy Hughes that we're seeing there, he really will make a difference when he goes into that M60 group. And Tommy, of course, we haven't used it yet today, but Tommy known as the Marrakesh Express, because he ran an absolutely blistering race in Morocco when he was building up to the 1992 Olympics, where he competed. A terrific runner, twice winner of the Belfast Marathon. Over the line then, Marlene Doherty, Gerald Bradley, Martin Ferguson, Ian Hobson, Kelly O'Neill, Conor Linus, William Oliver, Damien Gill, Michael McAllister, John Cameron, Lou Stevenson, Paul O'Kane, Michael O'Kane, Michael Weebrew, Robert Beattie, Jenna Murray, Jenna Burton, Brian Ray, Neil Beattie, Stevie McKenna, Ida McCambridge, Paddy McCambridge, terrific family of McCambridges that run from the North Belfast, Ed McDonald, Tom Hunter, Mark Gormley, Philip McCone, Tara Walsh, Niall Kennedy, Alvin Wilson, and remind you to keep moving through. And great to see all the different clubs represented there. Acorns have a big entry today. County Antrim are there, Springwell are there, Barry Spears, Rob Topping, Cathal McKinney, Gerald Morgan, Dan Coyle, Kevin O'Hagan, Anne-Marie McKiernan, Gareth McKinsey, Assumpta O'Neill, Kevin Dara, Eugene Kelly, Patrick McShane, Turlo McGuire, Barry McDermott, Laura Beattie, Conal McGinley, Sinead McGuckin, Adam Donaghy, Chris Mullen, Ada McVeigh, Colin Harper. The elapsed time just coming 1:41.5. Over the line they're going. Robert Newell, Owen Conway, Colin Watson, Paul Kelly, Matthew McInerney, Colin Mitchell, Paul McLean, Nicola McKay, John Gilleese, Leslie Logan, Brian Todd, the Orange Grove man, the noted historian. He goes over there. Cathal McNiff from Banbridge crossing the line. So good there to see Cathal in action. Scott Rutherford, Declan McGee, Cathal Brady, Jason Lakes, Georgie Brown, Sarah Mitchell, Mairead McGill, Jack McWilliams, Matt Ormisher, Tom McNew, John Rainey, Damien McCaffrey, Gary O'Kane, Kieran Conley, William John Cunningham. And keep reminding you, please move away when you've gone through the finish. Move Joanne Duffy, Shaman Lamsaya, Tony Curley, David McKay, Tara O'Hare, Brian McGlone, Linda Pettigrew from the Ballymena Runners, Michelle McMullen, Martin O'Hagan, Dan Flynn, James Heron, Joanne Bradshaw, Stewart, Janet McCulloch, Seamus Leahy, Francis O'Neill, Kevin West, Wayne Hamill, William Alexander, and everybody. They've worked hard here, and they're 13 miles, 192.5 yards. And it always seems the odd distances, the marathon being 26,385. Apparently it went back to the 1908 Olympics where they wanted the race to finish in front of the Royal Box, so they elongated it slightly, and that was 26,385. It was another dozen years or so before they standardized it, but the marathon now is 26,385, and the half marathon 13 miles, 192.5 yards. So coming through, Alan Compton, Shane McKay, Stephen Richmond, Stephen Wiley, Gareth Drake, and there's the 1908 Olympics. For those of you that are like me, statistics bores, there was an Italian runner more or less collapsed over the line, and there's a famous picture of him being Durando Petrie being helped over the line, and one of the men helping over the line is Arthur Conan Doyle, the creator of Sherlock Holmes. So there's a bit of useless or useful knowledge for you. William Marshall, Elliot Parrish, Thompson, Crawford Thompson, Pamela Thompson. Now these athletes going for 1:45. Get your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. It's 39, 40. You're going to break 1:45. 42, 43, 44. Yes, you're safely through. Come on. 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. Come on, you're breaking the 1 hour 45, 57, 58, 59. And coming through that first aid very quickly, giving a bit of help there. All our athletes, they've run hard, they've run well. coming to the line, and ask you again, when you've come across the line, if you can keep moving, please. You always get a bit of a traffic jam. You'll be fed and watered, but if you keep moving on as you go through. Ryan Morrison, John Fox, Graham Cahoon, Aidan McCann. And great to see, terrific range of ages in this, and of course a fantastic prize list in this event, this 7th Deep River Rock Belfast City Half Marathon.
Charlie McQuillan from Craigavon just coming up to the line. Noel Latimer from Carrickfergus. Michael Kelly from Armagh. Karen Devlin travelling from Cookstown. Patrick Cashman from Belfast. Tim Sayer from Newton Ards. Anne Murphy from Cookstown. Declan Murphy from Bangor. John Donnelly from Enniskillen. Also coming up to the line with a time of 1:46. Niall McGarry. Well done to you, Niall. Kathy Brodie from Newton Ards, Bart Rees from Bristol, Richard Beggs from Banbridge, Jack McCann from Crumlin, Mark Higgins from Belfast, and Stacey Moore also from Belfast crossing the line. Well done to you. Ryan Miskelly from Downpatrick running for Action Mental Health. Matthew Galway from Belfast, Darren Ferguson from Downpatrick, Derek Andrews from Craigavon, David McGreevy running for Cancer Focus from Newry, Aidan McClenaghan also running for Action Mental Health, Chris Ray from Belfast, Oliver Reynolds from Crumlin. Here comes Sarah McCullough from Belfast, Glenn Livingston from Dundonald. Also approaching the line, Brendan McElroy from Belfast, Neil Sands from Lisburn, and Dermot Brogan from Newton Abbey. Paula Glasgow from Cookstown just approaching the line. There's 1:48 exactly on the clock on this, the 7th Deep River Rock Belfast City Half Marathon. Running for Air Ambulance, Russell Eastwood from Belfast, Adam Grudgings from Belfast running for Alzheimer's Society, Matt Robinson from Ballygowan Road approaching the line, followed by Mark Jameson, Shane Murray, Douglas Gordon from Bangor, and Tim Cook also from Bangor. And congratulations to all our runners, particularly if this is your first half marathon with us. Of course, you can sign yourself up for the full marathon during the summer of next year. Drew Fowler from Newton Ards crossing the line. Stuart Adair from Ballymena running for Air Ambulance in Northern Ireland. Sebastian Kessick from Crumlin. Ellen McGrattan from Craigavon. Yvonne Loughran from Newry running for Action Mental Health. And John Kelly joining us from Dungannon.
So everyone deserving our congratulations. Jared Harkin, Owen Coogan, Dan Cordner, Aidan Stott, Martin Woods. There was a very big group there from Ballymena runners that came across just shortly. The time now just ticking 1 hour 50. And again, we've got pacers. We'll have pacers when we come to the 2 hour group. Annie Gammon from London coming to us. Sean Rooney of Newry. Alison Canning, Belfast. Kevin Kelly, Downpatrick. Peter Lavery, Belfast. Ollie Bannon, Belfast. Sean Earnshaw. We have a good representation from Bangor, Dungannon, Carrick. Francis Murray from Newton Abbey. Mervyn Molyneux. And coming across Geraldine McWilliams, Kathy Cunningham, Gillian McNiff there finishing from Banbridge. Well done, Gillian. So Catho's in, Gillian's in. Andrew Alcorn, John Knocker, Jonathan Devaney, Conor Gillespie, Claire Porter, Rachel Carlin. So 1,500 finished, so that's roughly a third of the field. And keep moving if you can, please. Voldemar McClickey from Coal Island, Julie Dunlop, Sean McGee, Paddy Brooks, Claire Kelly, Carol Duncan, Mark O'Hagan, Grania O'Hagan, Gemma Smith, Dylan Orr, John Gregory, the cheers going through. Ricky Burns comes across, Michael Anderson, Alice Bradley, Andy Barr, Arthur Spence, Irvine Abraham, Ronan Watson, Trevor Cunning, Kieran McKibben, Lorraine McKeown, Derek Beattie, John Lynch, David Doyle, Jonathan Gonzalez, Damien Hines, and ever being tracked here by the chip timing with Championship Ireland, Glenn Grant and his team doing their usual tremendous job. Magellan McAteer, Richard McMaster, Heather Brown, Aisling Scullion, Niall Devlin, Fiona Sutherland, Sarah McConnell, Jimmy Dennison, Brendan McKenna, John McCormick, David Bingham, Claire Martin, Michelle Taggart, Dennis Moe, Daniel Coyle, Joanna Miskelly, Karen Murray, Catherine Lee, Sarah Thompson, Scott Thompson, Rory O'Donnell, Peter Adair, Jonathan Huddleston, Paul Cairns. And we've got runners from Belfast, Fintona, Ballymoney, Ballynahinch, London. That's Colin Leoma, Letterkenny, Liam Gillespie, Marty Robinson of Newcastle, Yasmin Brown, Craig Avon, Dermot McLaughlin, Mary Jane McGuigan, Teresa Hughes, Dungannon, Hobson. And again, remind everybody, please keep moving through. When you've finished, keep moving through. I want as little traffic jam as possible. Some great finishes there. They see the finish in front of them. They stride out towards it.
And if you finished your half marathon challenge or you're here supporting someone, you're very welcome to spend some time in the charity village and sponsor areas at the front of the Ozone Tennis Centre. Lots of family fun activities, including music, face painting, games and more, and food and refreshments. Can we thank our volunteers helping deliver the largest half marathon in Northern Ireland today? And applications are being taken now for 2020 volunteer opportunities. And if you have completed your half marathon challenge, why stop there? Are you now ready for the full marathon challenge, the Deep RiverRock Belfast City Marathon on Sunday the 3rd of May? And entries will be available from early October. Visit belfastcitymarathon.com for updates.
And again, just to keep reminding you, I know you're tired after your long journey, but if you keep moving after the finish, don't hang about in the finish area. If you just keep on moving to let the runners behind come in. Marty McConnell, Curtis McClernand, Matthew Martin, Robert Foley, Emily Mills, Liam McCollum, Robin Wilson, Philip White, David Blair, David Gill, David Morrow, Emma McFadden, Christopher Mayell, Felix Stinnett, Michael Kinsella, Paddy Willis, Michael Dudley, Matthew Morrison, Eamon Kelly, James Rowan, Stephen Weir, Emma O'Neill, Jonathan McGlade, Tracy McClements. Again, a lot of charities, Action Mental Health there with Mark Lim, Jacob Antrobus, Stephen Doyle, Heather McNeely, Kiva O'Gorman, Gary Bell, Ronan Woods, Heather Shanks Miller, Isabel Meenan, Laura Vickers, Danny O'Dorman, Stephen Coulter, Mark McSparron, Joanne Donaghy, Jim McCoo, Adrian Savage, Louise Shearer, Aileen Colgan. Again, more Action Mental Health there, 2 more coming through for that. Martin Allen from Warren Point, Adam Aston going for the Stroke Association, Ian Corbett for Cancer Focus, and more Cancer Focus then, Thomas Wickham, Ashley McClernand, Action Mental Health with Michael Lovelace, PJ Bowman in there as well. And our time, 1 hour 56. Eamon Smith, Gerald McKeown, Mark Radcliffe, Linda Shannon, Shannon, James Sloan, Blythe Murphy, Fiona Coles, Chris Shannon, John Brown, Adrian Finley, Colin Graham, Jamie Stevenson, Chris Powell, Emily Garland. Kevin Keegan of Belfast, Josephine Hart, Chris McCourt, Caroline Dinning, Sebastian Rogers, Francis Greer, Kyle Henderson, Sean Brown, Sonia McMahon, Conor O'Boyle, Gary Shaw, Ryan Leonard, going Air Ambulance Northern Ireland there. Supporters, several supporters there. Fiona McAvoy going for that. Going for the Stroke Association, Kieran Kearney, Elizabeth Dayan, Stephen Aiken, Nicola Wiley, Maureen Johnson, Stephen Kelly, Gillian Kelly, Oliver McCulloch of Greencastle, County Tyrone, member of the famous Greencastle dynasty, and he organises that superb race on December the 26th. One of the highlights of the highlight of the Christmas calendar. Gary Cooper, Charles Fitzsimmons, Trina Connolly. The elapsed time 1:57:48. So all these runners very safely under the 2 hours. And again, we'll have to get together and give them a really big cheer when we get to that. Anthony O'Hare, Stephen Dunlop, Andrew Liggett, Mary Louise, Keenan, Neil Falls, Jeff Ferris, Gareth Gallagher, George Kerr, Brona Mervyn, Andrew Davidson. Everybody coming over the line. Great relief and a sense of achievement as they come over. Siobhan Freeman finished. Carol Mullen. Another one running for the Air Ambulance Northern Ireland there. That's from Ballygawley. That's Andrew Maguire. Mark McCormick the same. Action Mental Health then. Another Air Ambulance is Jacinta Branken, Kieran McGurr, Derek New. The time now coming up to the 1 hour 59. Philippa Wilson, John Fullen, Sarah Lennon, Oren Lenihan, Alan Skelly, Bronwyn Kearney, Gary Hodgett, Gargo Pulaski, Patricia Donnell, Ethan Cairns, Josh Brown, Barry Devlin, John Becker, Jill Evans, Gail Johnston, Brian Cavan, Martin Downey, Ken Leung. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got to get cheering again. We're coming up to the 2 hours. 1 hour 59, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Come on, you're breaking the 2 hours. 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Well done. So it looked like the very vast majority of that group breaking the 2 hour barrier. And again, athletes, I know it's a lot to ask you when you've just done your 13 miles, 192.5 yards, but keep moving through, please. We don't want traffic jams. Keep moving after the finish. You'll be fed and watered. Fantastic entry today. Over 4,500 runners. Everybody's done well. See the Terminini colours coming in. Leslie Ducray from Balbriggan, Finney. Ronan McGrath, Oran Kane, Anya Hazard, Patrick Miller, Declan McLarnon, Vera Russell from New Milton, Graham Campbell from Donaghadee, Jennifer Moore, Joseph Wilson, Hilary Boyd. Again, quite a few running for the Air Ambulance Northern Ireland. Kevin Dara, Jules Scott, and we've got a tremendous lot of sponsors. There's our Pacers. Our Pacers always do a fantastic job. The athletes want it to our time. They stick close to the pacer. Joanne O'Malley, David Morrow, tremendous lot of Morrows in the field today. Deirdre Fitzpatrick. Una Murray, Maeve Carson, Darren Taggart, Fergal McKee, Mark Whiteside, Tim Lowry, Tricia Simpson, Soren Hahn, Norman Gray, Claire Hamilton, Paul Ryder, Naomi Savage, Paul McConnell, Kevin O'Grady, Bob Paul, Pauline McElhatton, Lee Wilson, Jennifer Brown, Peter Mann, Stephen Barrett, Philip Lamb, Janine McNabb, Janine McMurray. Again, Action Mental Health, Air Ambulance Northern, Umberto Castaldi from Belfast, Helen Gaston, Catherine Hayes, Finn Smith, Gary Cull, Paul McLaughlin, Damien Herity, Kelly Diamond, Tim Townsend, Neve Robinson, Neve Gribben, Michelle Pettigrew, Charlie Kelly, Darren Ross, Teresa Mulligan, Emma Morris, Joanna Cunningham, Maureen Earn, Ann Thompson, Ryan Boyle, Chris Leach, Cecilia Ward, Reese Simmons, Gareth Priest, Penny Polly, Rowan Park, Siobhan Burke, Gavin Hockey, Sarah Woods, Arthur Wilson, Gemma Bell, Robbie Ferguson, Philippa Henry, Andrea McCartney.
2 hours and 4 on the clock. There's Gemma Barr from Downpatrick coming up to the line. Lindsay Daniel from Lisburn. Gareth Cunningham from Ballymena, choosing to run for Air Ambulance Northern Ireland. Tommy Allen from Ballymena. Joanne Curran from Belfast running for Cancer Focus. Well done to all our runners today taking part in the 7th Deep River Rock Belfast City Half Marathon. Anna Betts from Hollywood. Jim Loughran from Newry running for Stroke Association. Patricia Thompson, Craigavon, choosing to run for Cancer Focus. Brendan Sturgeon from Belfast. From Limavady, Linda Allen crossing the line. Keith and George Johnston, Belfast and Newton Ards. Irene Downey from Ballyclare. Stephen McCabe from Newry. Mary Carey running for Bart from Belfast. George McGonigal from Newton Ards, well done to you, George. Brian Rice from Belfast. Aoife McCann from Maguire's Bridge. Also coming up to the line, Laura McGill from Strabane. Rachel Martin from Armagh. Victoria McAfee from Coleraine running for Air Ambulance Northern Ireland. For Cancer Focus, Simon Heron from Newtonabbey's crossing the line. Julie Longridge from Belfast. Lee Cooper from Newton Ards. And Louise Coyle from Omagh. Just coming up in 2 hours, 6 minutes on the clock. Rory McCleary from Londonderry. Brona Ward from Belfast. Craig Lloyd from Hollywood. Hamish Johnston running from Manchester. Choosing to run for meningitis now. There's Terence McCory from Lurgan. Gareth Armstrong from Dromore. And Paul Quinn from Lisburn.
And great encouragement there off the line. The first aid doing a good job.
That's Sinead Allen. Well done to you, Sinead. Maggie Hunt from Belfast. Gary Cockney from Ballymena. Jenny Abram from Lurgan. Paul Barry from Crumlin. David Davidson from Lisburn choosing to run for Cancer Focus. Lloyd Crawford from Belfast. And Christine Connolly from Lurgan.
Dancho Atsanov from Belfast, another Action Mental Health. Donna McKernan, Phil Marie McAlea, Gemma Roddy from Newton Ards, Rory Downey, Ryan Downey, Emma Hillman, Gavin Braden, Eleanor Gill, Andrea Dare, Stephen McCarthy, Morris McGarry, John Joseph Trolan, Barry Tipping, Brian Murray, Paul Carey. Again, another couple for Cancer Focus there, Laura Skinner and Robert Dantley. Dan Hackett going for the Stroke Association, David McCavanagh. And the elapsed time 2 hours 7.5 to 7:30. Magella McConville.
Sinead Hamill from Belfast coming up to the line. Mark McKenna from Newton Ards. Lauren Lawrence from Bangor. Colleen Tierney from Belfast. Una Hoy from Craigavon. With Air Ambulance Northern Ireland. Jamie Strong from Carrickfergus. Claire McQuaid from Dungannon running for Action Mental Health. George Cash from Newton Ards. Catherine Carswell from Belfast. Followed by Stephen McCoy, Paula McKibben, Louise Grant, Laura Wilson, and Joanne Robinson from Ballyclare.
Christopher and Catherine McVeigh, Ben McFeeters, Matthew Quinn, Clara McCormick, Darren Kilpatrick, another Cancer Focus one, Philomena Koniski, Damien Stone, Patrick Kennedy from Banbridge, Sinead Bates,
Benjamin Brew from Newton Abbey running for Action Mental Health. Well done to you, Benjamin. Kyle McVicker from Carrickfergus, followed by David Halligan and Jonathan McElwain, also all from Carrickfergus. Christine Barnhill from Larne. Wilson McCulloch from Craigavon running for Cancer Focus. Choosing to run with Action Mental Health, Mark Doyle from Craigavon. Carol Ann Cunnan from Enniskillen. Well done to Charlene Conway from Belfast. Gillian Grant from Downpatrick. Michael Fleming from Belfast. James Hall from Belfast, followed by Claire Boyle, Glenn Wilson, Paula Hennessy, and Clifton McLaughlin from Lisburn.
and all deserving our applause as they go through there. Francesca Hutchison, Dan Conn, Teresa Rice, Julie Rooney, Mer Patterson, Edel Patterson, Sean McKibben, a lot of family group, and Bridget Quinn from Ballymena Runners. Bridget, a lady always prominent in the age group prizes. Tracy Paul, Kerry Archibald, Lucy Bradley, John Bradley, Emma Bradley, Peter Bradley, Connor Bradley. A real Bradley clan there. I wonder who's buying the drinks on the way home. Anne Hickey, Davy Yar, Dan Donnelly, Claire Scott, Karen Fullerton. Over they come. The time's 2:11. John Sayers, Agnieszka Peroskowska, Gareth Craig, Teresa Mark. Maeve Sweeney, Lorraine Carville, Daniel Carville, David Fleming, Maxine Dines, Katie Murray, Linda Espy, James Dawson, Trevor Averill, Roger Casement, Cleo Baxter.
Well done to Janie and Lee Deehan from Belfast, choosing to run for Parkinson's UK, followed by Jenna Finley from Lisburn, Monica Mahoney from Aucher, Darnley, that's McGee from Craigavon, Darren Donnelly from Belfast, running for Action Mental Health, Nicola Shields from Belfast, well done to you, Nicola, followed by Gary Goldie, Catherine Ryan, Shirley Hill, and Gemma Fowler from Belfast.
And a good bit of family support over the far side there. A lot of people cheering on their fathers, mothers, sisters. They're coming through there. Stephanie Koenig, Chris Proctor, Stephanie Keown, Thelma Miller, Mairead Conlon, Siobhan McDermott, Trevor Lamb, Fergus Hamilton. Robert Wilson of Glasgow, Gemma McCamley, Chris Stevenson, Caroline Smith, Paul Mogie, Rachel McCabe, Claire Usher, Gillian Blue, Catherine McCauley, Sarah Toner, Michael Brizzle, Anya Walsh, Paul Darcy, Emma Duffy, Patrick van der Meer, Michelle McGahan. And again, a tremendous spread of clubs and districts. We've Omagh, Belfast, Ballynahinch, Ballyclare, Glenavy, Eglinton, Ballymoney, Dungannon, Armagh.
There's Aaron Orr from Newtonards, Mandy Porter from Crumlin, Claire Barkley also from Crumlin, Madonna McGonnell from Dungannon, running for Air Ambulance Northern Ireland, followed by Judith Black from Cookstown, Kevin Murray from Newcastle, Irene Cavan from Bangor, Siobhan Murphy from Portadown, Belinda Tuna running from Hollywood, and Mark Rocks from Belfast.
And just across there, Adele Ferrand, who takes a lot to do with the organisation of the Armagh races. Stuart McClurg, Colin Connolly, Paul Hamill, Anne-Marie C, Laura Payne, Paula Burns, Roisin Brooks, Siobhan Crawley, Sarah McCrum, Una Devlin, Paula Hall, Northampton Soccer, Robert Burrows, Kieran Conway, Stephen Hunt.
Just coming up on 2 hours 15 on the clock. Catherine Young from Carrickfergus, James Turner from Belfast, Sarah Baxter from Crumlin, Claire Tier from Glengormley, and Tim Hood from Newtonards. And you're going to make it within the 2 hour 15 mark. 10 seconds to go.
Well done, these runners inside the 2:15.
So congratulations to all our runners completing the 7th Deep River Rock Belfast City Half Marathon. Paul Clark from Belfast. Well done, Paul. 3207, your number. And Lisa Kerr from Glengormley. There's Teresa and John Kelly from Newton Abbey. Kelly Boyer from Belfast. John Kennedy from Dungannon. Liz Canning from Carrickfergus. Margaret Fennigan from County Armagh. Sharon Crooks running from Cookstown for Action Mental Health. Kieran O'Hare, well done to you, crossing the line. Peter McClintock from Belfast. Sam Bridge from Belfast, and Natasha Meehan joining us from Dublin today. Almost 2 hours 18 on the clock on the Deep River Rock Belfast City Half Marathon.
And we remind you again, after the finish, to keep moving through. You've done fantastically. Galina Stanavicius from Newton Abbey, Jim Cole, Emma Spreadborough of Lisburn, James Short, Nomi Martin, Michael McCluskey, Lorraine Murphy, Flora Crawford going for air ambulance, Michael Jones, Cheryl Boxall, Patrick Kinsella, Janet Campbell, Chris Burns, Gail Montgomery, Leslie Doherty. So we've 3,500 runners in.
Coming in with a sigh of relief, hands above their head. Well done, ladies. There's Orla McElwee from Strabane, Noreen Colhoun from Strabane running for Stroke Association, Janine Burns from Banbridge, Kathy and Chris Hutton from Belfast, Stephen Harbinson from Carrickfergus, David Adams from Belfast.
So Frankie Morgan from Antrim for Action Mental Health. And McCullough Paul Gibson, Andrew Kane, Ola Taggart.
Rhonda Caldwell from Newton Ards, Stephanie Stenson from Enniskillen, Katrina McGrattan from Belfast, and Simon Gilkinson from Craigavon. Well done to you. There's almost 2 hours 20 on the clock. 3, 2, 1, 2 hours 20, and the Deep River Rock Belfast City Half Marathon. Connor Lee from Belfast, followed by Fiona McChrystal, Mary Hatfield, Sarah Green from Belfast, Andrea Wiley from Ballymena, Ben Scott from Green Island, and Ruth Cousins crossing the line from Craigavon.
And a fantastic spread of addresses all around the land. We've runners from England, Scotland and Wales, at least one from Australia. And as we talk there, we see Isha Leo from Edinburgh come over, Pierce McManus Ballymena, Jamie Brown Ballymena.
And remember, please, just whenever you do cross the finishing line, just keep moving a little bit so that we don't cause a bit of a bottleneck there just past the finish line. Thank you very much. Tom Hudson from Kidderminster, running with Michael Hudson. Well done to you both. Laura Anderson from Belfast, Pauline Miller from Newton Abbey, and Ewell Doherty from Newcastle, running for Cancer Focus.
Mike Binder from Wigan, Brian Pryor, Jordy McEwen and Patricia Welch, Belfast Action Mental Health, Gary Worley, Joe Dolan, Paula Gibney, Joe Dolan from Stockport.
Can we just make a quick announcement, please? If you are with the group Galbally Runners, can you make your way to the porta cabin just beside the finish line, please, in Omagh Park? That's any of the runners from Galbally Runners. Can you make your way, please, to the porta cabin just to the finish line? Thank you.
Ursula McWilliams of Omagh.
Claire McElveen from Newton Abbey, running with Sharon. So well done to you both. Caroline Walls from Toonbridge, Joyce McMullen from Cookstown, Matthew Bell from Belfast Breege, Black from Belfast, and Andy Rankin joining us and taking part today from Antrim.
And everybody deserve our congratulations for finishing the 7th Deep RiverRock Belfast City Half Marathon. Siobhan Kaloran of Uma just over the line.
Laura Campbell from Newton Abbey, Steve Turner from Belfast, Elaine Campbell from Craigavon, well done to you Elaine, and Jason Campbell, Neil Johnston from Belfast, Malachi O'Neill from Dungannon, and Carol Watkin from Limavady.
Lynn Wilson, Kate McConville, Laura Curtin, Maeve Donnelly, Maeve going for the Stroke Association, Gavin McShane for Cancer Focus, Stacey Orban, John Ferris, Gregory McMullen.
And of course, if you've enjoyed your half marathon challenge, you're more than welcome from October onwards to sign yourself up for the full marathon challenge. You can check out the website for more details. Belfast City Marathon is the website. Trish Nichol from Donegal, well done to you, Trish. Robert Parker from Bangor, Hilary McGrady from Craigavon, Kathy McCollum from Lisburn, and Stephanie Lagan from Belfast choosing to run for Northern Ireland Children's Hospice. Well done to you, Stephanie.
And just the coming then, Francesca Morelli from Port Stewart. That makes me feel like an ice cream. Orla Hall, Stephen McCready, Sarah Halliday, Shannon Clark, Roisin Clark, Kelly McDonald, Joanne O'Kane, Roisin Burns, Sarah Glass, John Kelly, Leanne McCrainer, Brian Stewart, Timmy Stewart, Claire McHugh, Peter Besant, Rowena McCappin, Kevin Durkin, Wayne Robb, again Cancer Focus Action Mental Health, Air Ambulance Northern Ireland.
Well done, Sophie Crawford from Belfast, Trevor Spears joining us from Kilkeel, Gavin McAlinden from Belfast choosing to run for Bart, Dean Crawford from Belfast, Emma Irvin from Craigavon, and Judith Hoey from Cumber.
Then Heather Lawn of Carrick, Ryan Crichton, Newton Ards, Gabriel Davidson, Armagh, Fina Scott, Michael Gracie, Michelle Scullion, Carmel Canavan, Karen Hanson, Louise Duffy, Ben Robinson, Fanilla O'Hare, Joel Murray, and Corrine MacDonald.
There's a sprint across the line for Fanula O'Hare from Belfast, Joel Murray from Newton Ards, and Corrine MacDonald from Coleraine. At 2 hours 25 almost on the clock. Well done to all our runners. Roisin McGuire from Belfast, Rachel McCare from Kilray, and Paul Robinson from Belfast.
Kevin McCulloch, Amanda McCulloch, both from Marafelt, Lindsay Blair, Kathy Knox, Ian Hanna, John Mullen, Mary Jo McCarney, Kim Kearney, Sinead McKnight, Patrick Reid, Madeline Johnson, Anya Nikera.
Nice to see your appreciation and a round of applause for the runners as they cross the line. And a cheer from the two ladies, arm in arm, 3752. Who's that? Jane McCuckian and Katie Lenihan from Belfast. Well done, ladies. Leanne Paget from Belfast, Shauna and Barry Kerr, Joanna Sayre from Newton Ards, Julie McMinn from Newton Ards, and Aileen Curry choosing to run from Ballymena for Cancer Focus.
Kelly Caldwell, Claire Raphael, Sarah Weir, David Murphy, Roger Cook, Corella Gallagher, Rosemary O'Donnell, Sinead Casey, and getting great support as they come across the line. A very supportive audience as we always have here. Going to Robert Oliver, Louise Weir, Catherine O'Lone, Gemma Gilmore, Catherine Hamill, Peter Corrigan, Jonathan Manna, Richard Solano, Laura Hardy, Agnes McGuinness, Philip Gray, Ashley Ritchie, Shay Quinn, Kieran McNally, Claire McNally, Brona Shields, Robert Jackson, Joyce Nichol, Elaine Boyd, Sharon Kelly, Tracy Whitley, Joanne Finnegan, Erin Beatty.
Conor McCrudden from Belfast coming up to the finish line, followed by Avril Neal from Belfast, Helen O'Kane from Maharafeld, Michael Stevenson from Newtonabbey, Maggie O'Rourke from Belfast running for Action Mental Health, Jimmy McNeil from Belfast, and from Oldcastle, Martin Tully.
And the Spartans there definitely getting the best turned out in the Paddock Monkstown Spartans. There, I don't know which gladiator or who they're dressed as, but they certainly look good. Well done.
Okay, we're told there are less than 600 to complete the challenge of the half marathon, just coming up on 2 hours 28 on the clock, and less than 600 to complete. Well done to Fran and Marie Claire Murray from Belfast, Kathy Edwards running for Action Mental Health, Melissa Mead joining us from London. Well done, Melissa. Ben McCallum from Glenavy, Briege McCann from Cookstown, and Margaret Duff from Belfast. Claire Shaw from Oma running for Stroke Association, Emma Donnelly from Craigavon, Kat Lunn from Belfast, Karen Hall from Belfast, and Michaela Forker from Dungannon. Helen Mullen joining us from Manchester. Welcome, Helen. Violet Davidson from Bangor, Margaret Wilson from Downpatrick, and here comes Victoria Sloan from Newton Ards.
And Violet Davidson there, one of our best known runners, running all round the land. Michelle Devlin from Crumlin, Linda Sweeney from Letterkenny. We've got a lot of Letterkenny runners here, a great club they have. Maeve Barrett Evans, Deborah Archibald, Ryan Abernethy.
And if you were trying to come in under the 2 hour mark, you'll see the clock at the gantry, 1 minute to go to the 2 hour 30 mark on this, the 7th Deep River Rock Belfast City Half Marathon. Kieran Hagan from Armagh, followed by Peter Glass.
And they're safely under the 2.5 hour barrier. So, Mon, you're going to break the 2.5 hours.
There's 20 seconds to go to the 2.5 hour mark. Well done, you just managed to make it. Arriving hands above your head. 10 seconds to go to the 2 hour 30 mark. Just in time, here comes Charlotte Hanna from Portadown, Mary Callahan from Dundalk, Catherine Woods from Moira, and Hannah Cullen from Belfast. There's the 2 hour 30 mark.
So well done, all those. Cecilia Dane, well-known runner there from Derry. She got, I think it was last year, the Martin McGuinness Award, the always given award there in the World City Marathon, and Cecilia got that. We see her running in races all around the land. Anna McCann, Brenda McCartan, Pamela Foley, Kiva Finn.
Well, we noticed them at the start line. There's Elmo crossing the finish line. Well done to you. Thank you very much. 2 hours 31 on the clock. There's Mary Louise and Robbie Williamson joining us from Bangor. Tiernan McGarrity from Crumlin. Paul McCabe from Newtonabbey. Vicky Poundforth from Grays, and Mary Beth Owens from Newtonabbey completing the half marathon.
I haven't seen him.
There's Emma Wells from Ballymena. Well done, Emma. And a sigh of relief as they cross the line.
So again, several coming for Cancer Focus. Tom McGoldrick for Action Mental Health. Reese Wallace for Cancer Focus, as was Kiva Shepherd. And Maeve Shepherd. Quite a lot of family groups in this race, and that's good to see.
Less than 500 now to complete their half marathon challenge. Here's a group from Dungannon: Heather Irwin, Wendy McLean and Michelle Nelson, all from Dungannon, followed by Susan Lewis from Belfast, Nora Gilbody from Belfast and Jacinta Morgan from Cookstown.
And then it's two more: Dungannon, David Russell, Chris Mullen. Brenda Doran from Newtonard, William Baird of Randallstown, and a trainer, Belfast, Stephanie Rock, Armand, Pamela Ward, Antrim. And then it was Elizabeth Braithwaite from Warrington. Great to see people from all over coming to this great race. Helen Craig of Belfast running for Alzheimer's. Kimberly Basley from London. Sunshine Patino of Newton Abbey. Charlene Leonard, Lisbon, Gerard Barry Newry. Lee Taylor, Belfast. Siobhan Lennon, Craigavon. Deirdre Phillips, Belfast. Fiona Dean, Lisburn. Or Noel Dean, Lisburn, and Fiona Hunter, Belfast.
Well done to Sunshine Patino from Newton Abbey, crossing the line, hands above the head and a sigh of relief. Siobhan Lennon from Craigavon, Noel Dean from Lisburn, Fiona Hunter from Belfast, also then from Belfast Sheila Fitzpatrick, and Rachel Ferris, John Gribben and Claire Murray from Newton Ards.
Teresa Ludwigczek, Catherine Eagleson of Newton Ards. And again, as we've been saying, this is a good warmer up for the Belfast Marathon and the first weekend in May. And quite a few of the runners out here today will be going in the Dublin Marathon at the end of next month. So going across there, Thomas Craig, Senga Craig, Mark Gormley, Matt Keenan, Arton Jones, Maggie Lavery, Geraldine Mallon, Aisling Kelly, Donald McGuinness, Catherine Curry, David Pelliser, Ursula Daly, Evangeline Hastings, Catherine Jones, Martina Carberry, Deborah Gamble, Rosemary McElroy, Kerry Constant from Cork, running for Cancer Focus. And here in the North Down colours we see Pat O'Driscoll, former Northern Ireland 10,000 metre medalist. Oh, it was good to see Pat there. Pat O'Driscoll, then Patricia McKernan, Darrell Ritchie, Janine Murphy, Eddie Toll, Emma Sharp, Rachel Armstrong, Michael Robinson, Leslie Edgar, Andrew Marshall, Celine O'Callaghan, Brendan McGill, Rhonda Ross, Rachel Lee, Sharon Daly, Rachel Lee from the Isle of Man, Sharon Daly from Shrule, Rachel Kane, Magarafeld, Ashley Stitt of Cumber. And we reckon less than 350 to come now. And again, just keep reminding everybody to keep moving after the finish. I know you're tired. I know you've done the 13 miles, 192.5 yards. But we just keep moving through so we don't have traffic jams. Sinead McGrogan, Terry Foley, Christine Totten, Caroline Connolly, Emma Kieran, Ciara Glavin.
And if you've completed your half marathon challenge or you've been here to support someone, please do take a bit of time to have a look around the charity village on the sponsor areas just at the front of the Ozone Tennis Centre. Lots of family fun activities, including music, face painting, games and more, and food and refreshments will be available to purchase from town and country. By the way, if you are interested in working with the marathon team, they are looking for volunteers for the 2020 opportunity. You can speak to one of the team today or email info@belfastcitymarathon.org. You can get your personal race photos with Finish Your Pics, the official photo service taking care of your race memories, and make sure your bib number visible on the front of your body. And if you still to cross the finish line, give us a bit of a smile. FinishYourPix.com is where you can find your personal race photographs and stay up to date and like Finish Your Pics on Facebook. Congratulations to everyone who's crossed the finish line. Remember your race day for years to come with an iTab personalized with your name and finish time, and the order link will be shared with you on social media.
And of course, we're very grateful to all our sponsors, Deep River Rock, all our other sponsors, our officials, marshals, timekeepers, Championship Ireland, the PSNI, the First Aid, Leisure Centre staff, and all the helpers, all the drink giver riders, the medal giver riders, everyone that has helped with this terrific race. So we're going over the line then. We've Lisa Woods, Liz Upson, Lauren Archibald, Mary Teresa McCaig, Mary McGee, David Gurley, Pauline Gibney, Claire Thompson, Cliff Ferguson, Colin Brannigan, Johnny Devlin, Mairead Devlin, Ruth Hosty, Beth McParlin, Sarah Wilson, Laura Kerr, Sonia Wilson, Lee Gorman, Michelle Rogan, Nicola Forsyth, Rosemary Gormley, Aaron Logan, Joanne Honeywood, Michael Heaney, Ronan Coogan from Clonus, Stuart Barber from Lisburn, Stuart going for Cancer Focus, Michael Heaney for Action Mental Health, and it's Julie Douglas, Gareth Hamilton.
And there's a familiar face crossing the finish line. Well done to you, sir. Nice to see you again. There's Michael Stewart from Belfast getting a hug at the finish line. Well done, Michael. Julie Douglas from Glenavy, Gareth Hamilton from Larne, Gemma Ray from Ballymoney, running for Air Ambulance Northern Ireland, and 668 Claire Hetherington from Belfast. Just coming up on 2:40 on the clock. Laura Johnson from Newton Abbey, followed by Frankie Smith from Enniskillen, Jade Lockhart from Banbridge, Alison Houston from Larne, Ian Pollard choosing to run with Stroke Association from Craigavon. Here comes Claire Quinn from Belfast, Elaine Gilmore, Sarah Lowe, Roisin Muldoon, and Maricia Graffin from Ballymena.
Then Swathi Tolu, Alice Bennett, Margie Greer, Robert Campbell. And you've all done well. You've covered the 13 miles, 192 and a half yards. Christine McGreevy, then it'll be Tria Prabhati, Victoria McMall, Ciara Burke, and Patricia McDade.
Well done to all our runners, particularly if this is your first half marathon challenge. If you have enjoyed this challenge, why not sign yourself up for the full marathon during the summer of next year. Karen Casson crossing the line, followed by Alice Quinn, Annette Hinchcliffe from Belfast running for Bart, Una Cregan from Belfast, well done Una, Janice Wilkins from Ballymena, Natalie Carson, and then Claire Delaney from Dundalk.
Anthony Murray, Ballymena, Pamela Rogers, Liz Trimble, then it'll be Barry Nolan from Harrow,
We've just been told 2:50 still to cross the finishing line. 2:50 to go and 2 hours 42 exactly on the clock. Leah Lynch from Belfast, Barry Nolan from Harrow, and Liz Trimble from Ahaha. And just crossing the line from Enniskillen, Adele Brond and Karen Wheeler. And then from Dungannon, we have Elaine Maligan, Josie McKeating from Newtonabbey, and Sharon Thompson, also from Newtonabbey, choosing to run for Air Ambulance Northern Ireland.
Then it'll be Jean McKenna Armagh, Jackie Dodds Belfast going for Action Mental Health, Rachel Gale of Dublin, Air Ambulance, Alan Moore, Dublin, Action Mental Health, Mary Gervin of Dungannon, Air Ambulance, Bernie Summer from Cookstown, Catherine Curran and Ruth Nibiana from Belfast going for the Action Mental Health, Yvonne Martin, Derry, Louise Holmes, Craig Avon, Liz Fowler, Portaferry, Kirsty Green, Belfast, Hazel Campbell, so Joanne Wallace, Lorraine Rogers, David Rainey, Linda McAdam, Brenda Harris, Sarah McParland, Grace Nugent, Anne Catney, Dawn Trimble, Dawn from Bangor, Karen Walsh of Armagh, Diane Allen from Belfast. And these athletes, they're going to break the 2 hours, 2 3/4, the 2 hours 45. Anne Catney, Karen Walsh, Diane Allen, Angela McGrath, Barbara McKeever, and Darren Tummelson, the last quartet, all from Belfast. Come on, that's good. Joe Braniff, John Callahan.
Here comes Shauna Wilson from Limavady. Also from Limavady, Jamie McGee, numbers 106 and 107. Well done to you both.
And these runners safely under the 2 hours 45 barrier. Louise Morgan, Dawn McAvoy, Nicola Thompson, Stephanie Patterson, Mary Devlin, Maura McGrath, Yvonne McClenaghan, Maxine Harris and Hazel McCracken, all from Ballymena, and Erin McKinley. There we see the 3 Ballymena runners together. Well done, that's good, ladies.
Caroline Jones from Belfast crossing the line. It's 2392. Joanna Choma from Dungannon. Well done to you, Joanna. Louise Donaghy from Dungannon running for Air Ambulance Northern Ireland, bib number 4500.
And then it'll be Sharon Herson, also Dungannon.
Cathal McGuinness from Monaghan, Elaine McGonigal from Newtonards. There's Cathal just crossing the line. Arms above his head. Well done to you, Cathal. Laura Burns from Lisburn, next to cross the line, 3480 and 2:46 on the clock. Veronica Simpson from Belfast is next. Well done, Veronica.
Colin Bickerstaff and Julianne Bickerstaff will be next from Newtonards. Then Sinead Rice of Downpatrick and Lee McGuckin, Lisburn, Michelle Powney, Lisburn.
Is Pauline and Anne Owens from Lisburn. Janine Connelly from Belfast choosing to run for Cancer Focus. And Sarah McGarrigle crossing the line, running from Belfast. A cheer as she crosses the line. Well done.
Next will come Jan Chappell and Patricia Gibson, then Lisa Napine, Gillian McCochtry, Gillian Johnston, Joanne Heffron, and Anya O'Donnell. Anya going for Cancer Focus.
I'm the only drink for you.
4021 is Arthur Foster from Belfast. Congratulations, Arthur. Nicky Keary from Saintfield running to raise money for Air Ambulance Northern Ireland. And then Robert Davidson from Ballyclare. And next, Isabel McKee from Belfast. Nancy Kelly, Kate Large from Oakham, and Orla Logan from Belfast. 4320, that's Nancy Kelly and Kate.
Oh, I just want you to myself.
Brona Donnelly of Clocher, Caroline McCaroloma, Laura Malachan Dundalk.
There's Nicole Macy from Ballynewer. Well done, Nicole. Yasmin Raw from Belfast. And just approaching the line, congratulations, Jenna Lavery from Newton Ards. Well done to you, Jenna. Flowers in your hair. Susan Clark from Belfast.
Lauren Cochran of Bangor. Everyone's done well. Everyone deserves the applause. Everyone deserves our congratulations. The conditions with the rain were fairly tough in the early stages of the race. Brenda McQuillan, Leona Maron, and John Adams.
And we're told 150 just to cross the line. Just a reminder, you can pick up your Daily Mirror tomorrow for your free souvenir pullout, the only supplement with all the official results and verified times, names of every runner, plus all the pictures and stories from race day tomorrow in the Daily Mirror. If you did run today, keep an eye out for a text message from Belfast Live this evening, linking you to the official results. First place will the official results and times.
So, to the line and over the line, Veronica Lahenberg of Dublin, Chloe McGeary, Lorraine Hart from Armagh, Francis Smith, Belfast, Aaron Hamilton, Cookstown, Kirsty Spencer, Bangor, Colin McKenna, Dungannon, Trudy Patterson, Bangor, Alison Latimer, Belfast. Then from Carrick, we've Kathy Brown, Elaine Armstrong, and Ian Baird, Ali Fairley, Belfast, Roger Alexander, Bangor, and Lindsay Stewart, Newton Ards.
Yeah, one sec. I'm just going to grab that. David Babington.
Kelly Fullen, Emma McSorley, Dan McKay. And just looking at the banners there. We're very grateful for all our sponsors, Deep River Rock, Live, Better, Spar, Belfast City Council, Frommer Health, and the charities, the Air Ambulance, Northern Ireland Action Mental Health, BART, then the Stroke Association, Cancer Focus, Tato, Daily Mirror, Athletics Northern Ireland. The athletes coming up here, they still all deserve our applause. They've battled their way around here. We had Gerald Tuff of Antrim, Wendy Pook, Ballyclare, Louise and Janine O'Rourke, Belfast, Alan McChesney, Newton Abbey.
So lots of people run for the personal challenge of completing a half marathon of 13.1 miles, but also to raise money for very important causes. And one of the main charities for the half marathon is Action Mental Health. And the Chief Executive, David Babington, joins us. David, nice to see you. Tell us a little bit about what Action Mental Health do.
Good morning and welcome to everybody. Action Mental Health is a charity working only in Northern Ireland over 106 years to help improve the mental health and well-being of people throughout Northern Ireland. A particular focus has been recently with young people trying to build their resilience, trying to give them the coping strategies to deal with the ups and downs of everyday life. And a particular focus recently has been work in schools. We've been having a lot of work to do in primary schools and secondary schools, helping them and the teachers and their parents deal with all the ups and downs of life.
One of the things, of course, that you concentrate on is smashing the stigma of mental ill health.
Absolutely, and I'm delighted that we see so many runners here today wearing our t-shirts. Thank you to all of you for getting out there, talking about the whole issue of mental health. It's so, so important. For many years, it's an issue which has been hidden and has been stigmatized. So I'm delighted with the event like this to be able to
And people are often surprised because sometimes globally famous names, people who make us laugh and have done all their lives. I'm talking about people like Robin Williams and Ruby Wax, Stephen Fry, known for making us laugh, but yet personally they've been hiding their inner demons.
Absolutely, yeah. It's fantastic that celebrities are out there talking about these mental health. Everybody does have their own issues and problems. The key thing is, if somebody's hiding those issues, remember, there's always help out there. We can signpost people to more specialist services. There's a lifeline out if somebody's in absolute crisis. But do remember, don't hide the issues. Speak to someone, connect with people, and talk out there is help.
And I see you have a marathon motto, which is hashtag behind the miles and smiles.
Absolutely. So do remember that the more miles you do, the more you'll raise, and the more passion you can put a smile on people's face.
Okay, if people would like to find out a little bit more finally, what's the website? Where can they go to find out more?
Absolutely. We've got a website. We have on a Twitter handle, as we have Instagram as well. But certainly our website is www.amh.org.uk. You can find all the information.
Okay, Chief Executive of Action Mental Health, David Babington, thank you for being associated with the marathon, and let's hope it raises lots of money for what is a very important charity.
Thank you. Thank you for giving us the opportunity as well.
Thank you.
So across then we'd Alec Murdoch, Jada Feeney, Jennifer Liggett, Lauren McGivern, Lindsay Nichol, Caroline Moon and Rachel Lynch. Denise Bingham, Lindsay Gibson.
And you can see we're just coming into less than 3 minutes below the 3-hour mark on this, the 7th Deep RiverRock Belfast City Half Marathon. There's number 1822. Well done, Connor Fox from Belfast, followed by Donna Roddy from Newton Ards. Well done, Donna, number 313.
Next, it's going to be Robert Horner, another from Belfast. Well done, Robert. And these people, of course, safely making the 3 hours. Gordon Crozier from Bangor. Miriam Crozier from Bangor.
Nice to see the support from the crowd. Thank you. You're going to come in just under the 3 hour mark. Well done. Give them a cheer as they approach the line. Robert Horner from Belfast, Gordon Crozier and Miriam Crozier from Bangor crossing the line. There's a sigh of relief. Well done. Come on, Katie, was the cry from the crowd. Katie Clifford, that is, from Crumlin, running for Macmillan Cancer. Hugh Martin Kennedy from Belfast. Aaron Donnelly from Newton Ards. (3618). Well done, Aaron from Ards. And if you look at the clock, you'll see 2 hours, 59 and 2 seconds, just going to make it within the 3 hour mark. Here they come, give them a cheer as they approach the finish line. Give them a cheer. Here comes Gabby Silcock from Craigavon, Paul Silcock, Janet Mooney from Dundalk, Katrina Fearon from Carrickfergus, and Berna McAleer from Belfast. I'm running a 3 hour pace, and you did almost to the second. Well done. Okay, give them a cheer. There is 10 seconds to the 3 hour mark. There's 3 hours on the 7th Deep RiverRock Belfast City Half Marathon. Leslie Craig from Downpatrick. Well done, Leslie. Number 665, well done, John Ryan from Belfast. If Rory Brooks, that's Rory Brooks, is in the vicinity, can you please make your way to the porta cabin just beside the finish line, please? That's Rory Brooks. Thank you for your appreciation. Number 771, that's Beth Adams from Banbridge. Well done, Beth. All right, give us a smile as you cross the line. Well done. Here's Kellyanne Larkin and Adrian Larkin from Belfast. Jenna Flesk from Belfast. Well done to you. Thank you for taking part. Congratulations on completing the Belfast City Half Marathon.
Yes, everyone deserves our congratulations. They've battled their way down, a lot of them running for charity, raising great money for charity here. It's a tremendous organisation, this 7th Deep River Rock Belfast City Half Marathon. We've quality, terrific quality up at the front. We've got quantity. We've tremendous racing. Just look along the lines of the rails there. I think you can still see one or two coming in. Vicky Xavier from Macará, running for Air Ambulance. And again, just to thank all our sponsors, our officials, marshals, stewards, timekeepers, Championship Ireland, the PSNI, First Aid, Leisure Centre staff, all who helped in any way, the Finnish stewards, the drink giver outers, and of course all athletes and spectators. And we hopefully see you next year, and hopefully see a lot of you in the Deep River Rock Belfast City Marathon in the first weekend in May.
Okay, as we said, there are a number of charities that people have been choosing to run for. We're delighted to welcome from Cancer Focus Northern Ireland, Maeve Colgan, who's head of fundraising. Good afternoon. Okay, so Cancer Focus, it's a surprise to learn 12,000 people in Northern Ireland every year are given the news that they've got cancer. And everybody knows the earlier that it's diagnosed, the better. You used to hear that men wouldn't go to the doctors, wouldn't get it checked out. Is that are men much more aware now, or are they? Have things moved on, or are they still? Oh, it'll be fine.
No, I think it has moved on a bit. But men still definitely an area, as to say, of the population that we would need to start to speak more about, because men aren't generally good at talking about their feelings, even their bodies, their conditions they have. We definitely have got better. The message is getting out there. A lot of our conversation would be specifically with men and dealing with men, and within our Keeping Well service, which is actually where the money that's raised here today is going towards, and we would be primarily to go out into men in rural areas and trying to get them to talk about their health and encouraging them, again, early detection, anything that they lose with their GP. But they are, the message is slowly getting out there, slowly getting better, awareness is definitely getting better.
It's quite staggering to learn that 50% of cancers can be prevented if we have the checks, we use the screening services, and we have a healthy lifestyle. Hence, it's so good for a charity like yourself to be associated with the marathon, the half marathon.
Yeah, the message is we are the message of prevention, lead a healthier lifestyle,
So I see you have the hashtag Run for Your Life, so you're on Twitter. If people would like to find out more information about Cancer Focus Northern Ireland, where can they go?
our website, www.cancerfocusnorthern.org. We are on Facebook and
All right, lovely. It's so nice to have you part of the half marathon. Maeve Colgan, head of fundraising for Cancer Focus Northern Ireland. We hope lots of money is raised for such a vital issue. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well done, ladies, that's good. Spurren well represented there, big Spurren Harriers. And the elapsed time, 3 hours 12, coming up to 3 hours 12 and a half. The officials continuing to do a great job there, getting everything down as we look down towards the street. Nobody in the finish straight at the minute.
So can we say thank you very much indeed to all the staff that put on such a big event as this. They worked very hard for the Belfast Marathon and indeed the Belfast City Half Marathon, both of which just continue to go from strength to strength. Thank you from all the organisers, everybody involved, and of course all the volunteers as well. To you for running, congratulations if you did finish today, or if you came down simply to wave someone over the finishing line. Congratulations to everybody. Thank you very much for coming down to Ulmer Park today. If you would like an even bigger challenge, you're ready for the full marathon challenge, the 39th Deep River Rock Belfast City Marathon taking place in early May. Entries will be available from early October, and please visit belfastcitymarathon.com for any updates. Thank you for coming down, safe home, and we'll see you next time. Take care.
Your feelings don't matter. Your feelings don't matter. Your feelings don't matter.